Welcome to Two Nerds and a Podcast. Today we're starting with Kacie getting dragged on TikTok because happy 30th birthday, Kacie!
Yeah, woo!
Throw all the confetti! Woo!
30
Dirty
years.
30. The big
30
3-0.
years.
You
Rough.
have made it. I mean, it was touch and go several times, but you made it. You're surviving. Not thriving, but we
But we're
can't ask
here.
for thriving in this economy. Honestly,
In this economy, you're lucky I'm surviving at this point. Like, honestly, like it's it's also crazy to think that this is the same age my parents were buying a house, starting a family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And there's me. And I saw this TikTok and it said that 30s are the new 20s because
absolutely.
One, the economy
we live longer
crazy.
nowadays. Yeah.
Two, like I don't really want to I want to have fun and go to concerts with my friends and do fun things and not be an adult. What the heck?
Yeah, that's fair. Adulting is, from the outside looking in, amazing. From the inside looking out, terrible. We're also just we live in a terrible time to be an adult.
Truly. I mean, I think that like when we were younger, being an adult looked different also.
Oh, absolutely.
So wanting to be an adult was like, yeah. Now it's like, fuck, dude, I don't. It's hard. It's hard.
Well, that, and then like just having we are both in manager positions, but like the only reason like you can afford your apartment is because you live out in the middle of nowhere, in a state that has like 50 residents.
Yes, it is very cheap.
Snow.
Yes, yeah. If I lived like anywhere else, I definitely could not afford to live by myself.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason why I live in the middle of nowhere. Because I also don't want to live with other people.
Basically Canada. Ew, no, yeah. See, and that's the thing too, is like I feel like when we were kids and also when our parents were young adults, like you lived with roommates. Like one of my best friends, her dad, when he moved to America, he and his brother bought a house. But like his brother was just helping him pay for the house, and then when they paid off his house, his brother bought a house and he gave him back that money. And so that's how they both ended up owning houses. I could never do that nowadays. She asked me, actually, she's like, "Hey, you want to like possibly like move in with me?" Because she was moving close to where I work. And I was like, I cannot afford the same amount of rent that you can afford. And she was like, "That's okay." And I'm like, "Okay, I just feel very poor. But if you're okay with that, that's fine." But like, we would be buying a house together and then keeping that house together forever. I would never be able to buy another house. Absolutely not. But anyways, sidetracked. It's 30. You are 30. How do you feel?
Years. I feel like my joints hurt and my tummy hurts and I feel like I'm unk because my 23-year-old like coworker says I'm old all the time and it's really upsetting.
I'm pretty sure you were also a punk ass 23-year-old, so
yeah, but also like she'll say things and she's like, I graduated in 2021 and I'm like, wow, maybe I actually am old because that's crazy because I was working at the same job I am now in 2021. In 2020 I was. So,
yeah.
Also, I don't know, maybe I think I'm just having an existential crisis because
that usually comes with
time
being 30.
is very strange and
it's an illusion.
Fast and slow and weird, and I every time I like think that like I have a lot of time, I think that like, oh, well, COVID was 6 years ago and that's a long time ago. But it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. But we're pushing 10 years.
Yeah. I feel like being in your 30s feels like, when you're playing The Sims and you fast forward at 3 times the speed during like menial tasks
Hmm.
and then like unpause to do all the fun stuff. I feel like that's what it feels like to be 30. It's like sometimes I'll be like we're 4.5 months into the year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was it not just January? Also, how is it 2026? My brain still says 2025.
Right, like it's almost summertime. Like we're almost halfway through the year. Like that's crazy. It's not
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, and then like plans that you make like so far in advance. Like we're almost to Warp Tour. You're
Yeah.
sick new world. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
next week. Next week.
Next week in podcast time. By the time
Oh
this
yeah, next
podcast
week
is
and
up,
yeah, yeah. My bad. I'm a liar.
it
Don't listen to
it'll
me.
already it'll already have passed. That's just absolutely crazy. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, time is not real.
No, time isn't real. It's an illusion. So now you're 30. I asked our Instagram if anybody had any questions for you. And we got one question from Natalie, which I think is hilarious. And she says, "Have you started taking your vitamins?"
No, but I really probably should because
Gotta
I
take your 30-year-old
definitely
vitamins.
yeah, right. Like my body is not in its 20s anymore, and I can't just bounce
No.
back like I used to.
Mm-mm.
It's rough, especially like where I live too, because I slip and fall all the time,
Casey's
and
a clumsy, clumsy gal the entirety
yeah,
of her life.
and walking on ice does not make it any. There was one time I literally fell like 3 times trying to walk to my garage, and I was so fucking
Oh my
irritated. I
god.
was like, I'm done. Um,
I mean, at least
and
you haven't
yeah, and when
broken
you're
anything
old,
yet.
yeah, when you're old and you're like tall and like adults, they just have like a farther radius to fall.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
not a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other
And
than
you don't
that, I
react as
feel
fast, so you
yeah,
just
and
like
then
you can't catch
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, it's really fun being 30. Um
Mhm.
on a more like serious side of being 30, I feel like
Mhm.
constantly, I mean, like pretty much like throughout my 20s, I just always feel like I compare myself to people, especially
Oh,
like
absolutely.
when you see people like you go to high like you kind of picture your life going a certain way and then it just never does.
Doesn't? Yeah.
Um
It's like hard left and you're like,
and
"Oh,
yeah. But then I look at some other people and I think, well, I mean, my life could be going in a completely different direction in a very more negative way.
yeah, you could be stuck." Like I feel like I'm stuck, but like I am stuck because of me. I'm not stuck to like a marriage that I don't want or a child that I didn't plan on having. I'm not like stuck in that regard. I'm just stuck in the fact that it's just the world we're living in, and retail, unfortunately, has not let go of me yet. Which is why, if you're listening to the podcast, you should subscribe because then we can just
Yes.
be podcasters full time.
Yeah.
Um,
Do it
but
for
it's like,
me
yeah,
and do it for
I feel
Jamie.
that. Yeah, do it for us. We are now both in the 30 club. Unless you flip my age, then I'm 23 and then I'm back in my 20s.
Good. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you could be
You could do it.
3. You could be a
I could,
baby.
my God, I could be a baby again, which is what I need in this economy because I don't want to work
Absolutely.
for, um, honestly, like being 30 is so hard. Just being an adult and living like alone too. Cause like I work
Mhm.
all day and then I'm like, not only do I have to think about what I want to eat, I have to like execute the plan. And like that is so much
Yeah.
work. And it's
Mhm.
just like, it's
And you're not rich enough to eat out all the time.
no. And I have to constantly just like think about what I'm gonna eat, and then I get home so
Mhm.
late, and by the time I eat, I'm so tired. It's just being an adult is so
It just
fun.
ends up being girl
Um,
dinner. It ends up being a
yeah,
piece
pretty
of
much.
cheese and like a slice of ham or something, like
Yeah,
something
because what do you
so
expect from
tragic that
me?
you're like, yeah, or you're like, you know what? I have this like half a bowl of rice. I'll just have that. And you're like, what? That's not a meal. But we love girl dinner.
It is when
Sometimes
you
girl dinner is
are
real good.
just trying to survive the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like, I know both you and I more often than not work really early hours too. And we are not early risers, except for work. So like when you have to like get up early and then like today I had a really rough, like long day of work. And then I came home and all I wanted to do is pass out in my bed. And I'm like, I can't. I have things to do because I am an
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah. And it never stops. The list never stops. The
In fact, it
day
grows
just,
more often than it shrinks.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. But we always, plan those things that makes it like makes life looking makes it worth living, makes it
Oh,
give you something to look
absolutely.
forward to. And that is
Yes.
what's holding me on to being 30 is because I have a festival to go to that day. So like I really can't think about being 30 too much.
Yeah. You'll be busy. You'll be too busy to
Yeah.
think about being 30.
Except for when my feet start hurting and my back starts hurting and then I'll be like, yeah, no, I definitely am 30. Um
You're like, yeah, I'm
it's okay.
definitely ancient. For sure.
Whoa.
Take it
But
easy.
I'm very excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, it'll be very fun. I got all my stuff ready. I downloaded the app. I'm ready to go. It already have happened in podcast time, but it'll be a separate
Mm-hmm.
episode.
Oh yeah, it'll be its own designated episode because I need to hear everything. I already told Kacie, I'm like, please yell at Ollie as you pass by to bring me the Horizon set and tell him I love him.
Yes, I will.
Um, I'm excited that he's going to be in your vicinity again. I'm excited you're going to see AFI because I feel
Oh
like
my
you've been
god.
talking about seeing AFI for like almost a solid year, and
Yes,
now we're finally
because
there.
yeah, because I was supposed to see them last year. And honestly, I am a little bit I will say that I think I said this already maybe before, but I'm kind of glad I didn't see them last year, at least in the festival sense because the
Mm,
two headliners were um
they
way
were kind of
worse than
myrrh,
this
right?
year. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Metallica, which is like I've already seen Metallica. I'm not a big enough fan to want to care to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
And Lincoln Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of glad that they canceled it and this year is like way better because it's Corn and System of a
Mm-hmm.
Down as their two main
Ooh,
headliners.
what a good combo.
Yeah.
I love
So I'm
that.
really, really excited. And we got like the schedule and everything. So most of the people we want to see, it like works out to where we can see them.
Nice.
There's like
Love
a
when that
couple
happens.
where like we'll either miss a little bit of it or we just won't make it at all.
Hmm.
But all of the like main ones we want to
Major.
see, we yeah.
Hmm.
Um
That's good. I like when
and
stuff like that works out because nobody likes to battle it out with who we're going to prioritize. And then some people will be like, we'll just go to our own separate things. And I'm like, no, because that's not fun.
yeah, and especially like
Sometimes it
Upstate New
is,
World
but
because you don't have cell service. So
yeah. So good luck finding each other
yeah, me and
after
Jamie
being
like stuck
separated.
together last time, except for like at one of the sets, she waited
Mm-hmm.
like at an area where I could find her after.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't like die. But
Yes.
we've have a couple festivals under our belt, so there's no dying this year. It'll be good.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Um, hopefully not
You got
during
to
AFI
survive so
too.
we can go to Warp Tour.
Yeah. And yeah, and then the following weekend, I'm going to see AFI again.
Nice,
As
back to
a
back.
yeah, as
What a
a
way to
treat
kick
to
off 30.
myself. Yes.
Yeah. You'll be like,
Um
listen, I treat myself on my 30th birthday to the festival, and then as a treat for surviving a whole week of being 30, get to see him again.
yes. and I'm so excited. I it's just like an all for what like a free for all general admission like venue.
Oh.
So I plan on getting there very early. This is the
And just
one show
stomp
where I'm like
everybody.
I really really want to be very very close because I love Davey
Mm-hmm.
Havoc and I know I'm not going to be
Mm-hmm.
close during AFI during the festival. So at least I have some things to look forward to after turning 30. It's not all bad.
Exactly.
I know the beginning of it, I was like, 30, but it's not all bad. I promise. I swear. It's fine.
It's just
I'm just having an existential crisis, but it's okay.
yeah, which she has those every major birthday, so
Yeah, true.
not unusual. She even has them when there's not a major birthday. She's just you just have an existential crisis once a year ish.
Like once a month, like once a week,
Yeah.
honestly.
So this is no different. Just
Yeah, I
once
just
it
have to be
passes,
dramatic
Casey's
first. It's
fine.
fine.
Which is fair. Like I listen, that's how I feel about everything. I will do whatever task I need to do, but I'm going to complain and I'm going to be very dramatic about it. But I will do it with no problem. And I'll be fine, but I'm going to complain and be dramatic. And that's fine.
That's
It's a
that's
good
just
way
how
to
I
live.
felt. The last
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like I'll be fine. I know I'm going to be fine. Nothing is changing. It's not like I'm going to turn 30 and all of a sudden like nobody's going to talk to me because I'm 30. Like everything is still going to be the same. Like
Yes.
I'm just going to be 30.
And you wear so much black eyeliner that nobody will ever be able to see any wrinkles you have ever because the
That's
eyeliner just
true.
hides them all.
That's true. I did say I was going to be 30 and one of my new associates did not know that I was going to be 30, so that made me feel a little bit better. I was like, okay,
You're like, oh,
at least
thank
I
God, I
still
don't look
look kind of
30.
young. Yeah, I don't look like I'm like 30 or older than 30. I've seen some people that are 30 and I'm like, whew, that's rough. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Some people age like milk, and you're like,
yeah.
that's rough. I'm sorry. And then other people just, you're like, 30, excuse me? I do have, I think, I can't remember who it was. One of the guys at work, we were talking about age in the break room one time, and I was like, somebody had asked, how old do you think Jamie is? And he was like, 27. And I was like, I'll take it. That's fine with me. But I feel like
Yeah.
everybody from like 27 to 35, I feel like we all look the same. We all look the same.
Yeah.
We don't age unless you have children, and then I feel like you age a bit more.
Oh, children age the shit out of you. I feel like the
Get all
children
the
age
worry
you 10
lines.
years, like at least 5 years for every child you have. Because I've met people and they're like, yeah, I'm 32. And I'm like, there's no way you're only 2 years older than me because you look like you're 45. Like, it's crazy. Like, like, there's no way. And
I
it
feel like
blows,
too, it's
like,
how people
sometimes,
dress too.
yeah, how people dress and just like their mannerisms. I don't know. Kids definitely like age you, and that's why I don't have them. Also, because I don't want them.
You have a cat and a bird, and that's all you need.
And you know what? That's a lot. They're a lot. They drive me insane every single day of every single second of every single hour.
Yes.
So I can't imagine having children. Also, like, there's just no way that, like, it's crazy too, like, seeing people from, like, high school that have, like, multiple kids. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here buying, a cheese squishy and concert tickets and,
In a cute little blind box,
and a
something or
blind
other.
box and a keychain
And crying
and
over
just,
fictional men.
yeah, like being exhausted. And these people being, like, it's just, there's no way that these are the same people that I went to high school with and they have a whole family and multiple.
Yeah.
There's way.
There's a
There's
couple
no
of
way.
girls that I went to that were in my graduating class, and one of them, she's I think like on like kid 6.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
6? 6. And like they're
That's
all
crazy.
like under the age of like 14, and I'm like, "Whoo, that's that I get the one." Like I feel like one for the most part, most people can handle. I get that.
Yeah.
But like in this economy, you're having 6 kids?
Yeah, in
And
this
like,
economy, that's crazy.
yeah. I'm just like, no, that's too many for me. I could have maybe 3 tops. But even that I think is too much. I feel like 2 were 2 kids or less.
Yeah, I went into
And
the
then some
store
people have
today.
all these kids and a pet. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And like a dog too. I'm like, even like
Oh.
me now, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have a dog because that's like so much work. I'd have to get up, go downstairs, walk the dog all the time. It's fucking cold as shit. I'm so glad I have, for the most part, low maintenance animals. Okay. I just want to be a
Mhm.
low maintenance, chill little girl. Okay. I just want to be a little just gremlin in my little cave by my little self with my animals. That's all a girl wants.
Yeah.
What more could I ask for being 30?
Money. More
I will
money,
say my biggest
please.
accomplishment is that I do live alone at 30, which is great
Mhm.
because I don't have to deal with anybody. And I can just like be a little gremlin in my little cave by myself. And it's amazing. So if I haven't accomplished anything, at least I've done that.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, in this economy, what an accomplishment. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish you could girl boss closer to me. Now I have to fly to you now. I can't just drive 4 hours and be at your house. Now I
Yes.
gotta
Well,
drive
tell
4
that
days
side
to
of the
be at your
country to
house.
be cheaper. All that whole side of the country is like, no. Even
Yeah.
Arizona, like my apartment in Arizona was I think like $75 cheaper, but I have way more stuff in this apartment.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you
Arizona
got
is one of the
freaking 2
cheaper
bedrooms in
states.
your current apartment.
Yeah. And like a dishwasher, a microwave, a washer and dryer hookup. It's so much
You got like
better.
hallways instead of just like a studio, living room, kitchen, dining room situation.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
chef's
I just
kiss.
hate how expensive everything is. It's terrible. Let's see. We've already said your biggest accomplishment. Are you looking forward to anything in your 30s? Do you have any big goals?
Um I mean, my goal always is to save money, but
Mm,
I don't
much
know.
harder to save than it is
I
to spend.
yeah. I don't really know. I mean, I'm still kind of like settling into my job, so I think like
mm,
I do want to like travel more. I would like to go out of the country. I would like to
mm.
start getting out more. I don't really leave the house much right now, but I
Yeah.
do work a lot also. So there's that.
I was gonna say that's the thing about I feel like just adulthood in general is when you take a job that pays more, you're also stuck at that job more. So you don't really like gain any free time and you don't like you get to enjoy your apartment which you pay for, which is great. But like free time? What is that?
Yeah. And then when I do get free time, like vacation time, I'm just stuck stressing about my job back home, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
especially when you're in any role of management because you're never really off the clock.
yeah, you're
You're always on
always,
call.
yeah. Although I told them, I said, do not bother me on, during the festival because I won't be able to
Mhm.
respond anyways. So,
Yeah. You're like I literally can't text you.
yeah, I will have no service and I will be busy. So I don't know what to tell you there.
Now, when you went to Sick New World last time, did they have like good like food and drink options?
Yeah, although it's Signet World is it's laid out very chaotically, I feel like, and the
Mm.
map that they give you is really not helpful at all. Like on the map, it's like, here is food and drink. Um,
And you're like,
but
great.
I feel like it's like pretty good like festival food options. Um, they had like a beatbox truck, which beatboxes are really gross
Ew.
in my opinion. I think they're
Yeah.
nasty.
I've had
But
one and I did not like it. Like, how can you mess up fruit punch? I feel like that's the easiest thing to get right that's
yeah, they're
alcoholic.
all really gross.
And it
Unless you like
tasted like
mix them
cough
with
medicine.
something. Yeah. But it's so chaotic and like by the time you start seeing artists, you kind of don't have a lot of time to do anything else. Because you're going from artist to artist and stage to stage. Luckily, it's not as bad as like Mayhem, where you have to literally go up and down a hill.
Mm,
Um,
mhm.
so it's just like two stages are on one side of the festival, and then two stages are on the other side.
Okay. Yeah,
But it's not
Mayhem
like a
was literally I'm surprised nobody got hurt in
yeah,
Mayhem.
that was so dumb. They're
I
like
was
big
waiting for
main
somebody to
stage
slide down.
on the top of the hill, and then the two other stages where everybody else will be is on the way bottom of this hill. And it's like, okay,
Mhm.
that's cool, I guess. Like it made sense because it's the way it was laid out that way.
Yeah, the only thing that was nice is like the food and drink was like in between. So as you ping pong back and forth, you hit food and drink and merch.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to go and see all the stuff and see AFI. I'm so excited. And it's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees, which is really
Oh,
nice.
beautiful.
So like perfect weather for a festival.
Yeah.
Um and I'm just really excited. I will have already gone when this episode is out. So I will say my prediction is 10 out of 10.
It's going to be
Um
really sad if it's not a 10 out of 10.
yeah. My prediction and
I would
hopefully I can make it long enough to see more of System of a Down. Last year I was so fucking exhausted, or last time I was so
mm,
exhausted
yeah.
that not only did I like fall asleep during Slipknot because I just needed like 30 minutes to like recoup
Just
myself.
yeah,
Um I
just
made it
pass out for
maybe
30.
through like 4 or 5 songs at the most, I think. But to be fair, like System of a Down doesn't go on. Let me look. Let me see what time their set starts because it's like late, okay? And I am old. I'm 30.
But here's the thing, because Vegas is not in the same time zone as you, right?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be
Because
even
you're
more tired.
no, that's better because then you'll stay up later.
No, because they're 2 hours behind me. So at 11 o'clock, it'll be like 1 a.m. my time.
Oh, that's true.
But I am flying in on Wednesday and the festival's on a Saturday. So I'll have a couple days to
To just lounge
beat the jet
about.
lag.
Yeah,
Yes, System of a Down goes on at 10:25 p.m.
that's bedtime.
And they're the headliners, so they have like the most songs. Yeah, I know. Like we were leaving last time and like I could still hear them playing their songs. And I'm like, damn it! I missed that song. But I was so tired.
Is there anybody playing at the beginning of the day that you guys want to see? Because you could always just go later.
Yeah, that's our plan because the first artist we want to see doesn't go on until 1. And that's
Oh,
kind of how we
okay.
did it last time, was we went a little bit
Yeah.
later. But I think it was just like being old and being 30 and a lot of standing, a lot of
Yeah, I was about to say it's so rough on your feet and your knees.
yeah. Yeah. But I'm very excited. It'll be fun. It'll be really fun. And then obviously the week after, AFI, also going to be fun. I love Davey Havoc so much.
Now, have you looked up their set list for that show?
No, I haven't looked up their set list for that. I think they're changing it because I've seen the first set list and then I saw
Mm.
the second set list of the second night. and
Yeah.
my favorite song is on there. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, I am
Ah.
hoping the song that I have tattooed on me is going to be on the final. It's his last, it's the last tour, it's the last show of the tour, is the one we're seeing.
Oh.
So, um, yeah, I'm really, 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 really excited. Um, and my plan is I made the rosary, and so my plan is to throw it on stage or give it to Dave.
Mm-hmm.
If I get close enough, I'm gonna try and give it to Davey Havoc. That's my plan.
Everybody cross your fingers
We'll see.
and put all of the positive vibes into the universe that
We'll see if I'm
Kacie can
also a brave
hand.
girl. I
You
might
will
be
be
a
a brave
little
girl. You're a
little scared.
30-year-old lady. You are a brave girl.
And nothing is scary. I can do it. It's fine.
No, you are 30. The world is your oyster.
True.
Now is the time.
Yeah. And now is more than ever. Time to feel alive.
Oh, gosh. Gotta live for something.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this day and age, in this world, every time I look on the news, I get sad. So there's got to be something positive to keep me going because, whew,
Yes.
America is really scary.
Yeah, we're back to being on fire. Unfortunate in a
Yeah,
bad way, unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's funny
Um,
because Wyatt took like a social media hiatus, and then so the other day he was back on social media, and he was like, "Hey, did you see that like warehouse workers are setting fire to the warehouses they work in because they're not paying them enough?" And I'm like, "Oh, I did not see that." I love adding another thing to the list of terrible things about this day and age.
mhm. Yeah, it's just every day. It's something, and
Yeah, this is the curse end of social media and the internet is because now we know everything happening. We can't be fed the propaganda because the truth comes out. There's like video evidence and stuff like that. Whereas like back in the day, they're like nothing is wrong. There's no war in Bossing, say it's fine, and you
I
just
will
go okay.
say the good thing about being 30 is I won't have to go to war. I'm too old to go to war.
I don't think you were ever in danger of going to war, Casey.
No, but if they tried to draft me now, I'd be like, I'm way too old. You guys do not want me. I promise you, these knees do not work like they used to.
You don't have eyes, babe.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
true. I
have
can't
vision.
see. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, they don't want
You
me at
also
all,
don't
dude.
have good lungs.
I also don't have like the mental capacity for any of that. So like they would really honestly, you should put me out there unmedicated with a tank. I
And
will
you'll take care of it.
obliterate the enemy.
Yeah, I never have to worry about being drafted because I have flat feet and they don't like that in the armed forces. Which is fine because I don't think I would survive standing for hours on hours and hours. I barely survive my 40 hours of standing a week. I can't imagine standing more.
Yeah. The war
Ah,
is not for us.
it is not. It is not. I do know how to sew though. So like if we need to freaking World War II and sew pantyhose to make parachutes, I'm your gal. I'll figure it out. I'll do it.
Dude,
I'll
she's
be in
got
charge of
you.
the war effort. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think. I don't even remember. I should have re-listened to my 30th birthday episode because I don't even remember what you asked me. I know I remember I talked a lot. Um, do you have any advice to give anybody who was currently not 30?
Um yes. Take care of yourself when you're in your 20s because I
Mm.
promise you it'll help you in your 30s, okay? Cuz you know what? It's fun. It's cool. It's fun to do things. It's fun, but when you get old, then your body really starts to say, "Hey, listen up.
Hmm.
You don't have the same recovery time as somebody in their 20s, okay? You can't drink, you know, like you used to." And
You can, but you will die.
Yeah, you can, but it's gonna hurt. And the next day is going to suck. And I've noticed that my recovery time is about 3 to 5 business days. Um, but also,
Instead of 3 hours.
yeah, also, some advice. What would I say? Don't be scared about getting older, I guess. I don't know.
Says the one who has an existential crisis every 2 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm really discovering that like it's fine. I'm gonna just be 30, and it's just it is what it is.
Can't stop
Don't
it.
compare don't compare your life to other people. That I think is a big, really big thing I
Mm,
would say because like nothing is. I feel like nothing ever really goes the exact plan as you kind of see it to go. So comparing your life
absolutely.
to other people, it's just really bad. And that I feel like I really, really struggled with in my 20s, because I figured, oh, I would definitely like have a plate, like I have in a house, and like have a husband, and here I
Mm-hmm.
am. So, but I think that your life is mapped out the way it's exactly supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
before you even do it. So I think that the way your life goes is exactly how it's supposed to go, even if it's like not exactly how you planned it to go. I feel like our fate is like predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always think about like, okay, well, what would have happened if I would have moved here instead of here or did this instead of this? But like that never happened. So I feel like your life is like predetermined already. So it's like
Yeah.
comparing yourself to other people is just kind of stupid and pointless. And um you just got to go with the flow. There's a plan in place, and whether you believe in a higher power, I don't personally. Um I am like spiritual on like a universe type deal, whatever.
Yeah.
I
I feel
don't
you there.
necessarily am like a religious spiritual person, but if that's what you believe in, I feel like then you know everybody's got
Yeah.
their
It's
plan
like
in
there is,
place.
yeah, there is like a higher power out there. It's not necessarily God, but there is something out in the universe that
Yeah, I feel like
has.
definitely like when you're like from like the second you're like conceived, your life is
Mm-hmm.
just already mapped out to where it's going to go. And I feel like everything that you do is a lesson, whether it like is good or bad. It
Mm-hmm.
teaches you something. So even if like you have like a shitty relationship or like a shitty breakup or like a shitty thing happened to you, it's like supposed to happen that way to teach you something. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just kind of like
Both
what
the
I've
good
learned
and
in
the
my
bad.
20s. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because I always think like when I get very existential crisis y, especially because like a lot of my friends have moved away from me,
Hmm.
like
Sorry,
Casey.
my bad.
But like I've had a lot like, and I still like keep in touch with everybody who has moved away, and it's just one of those things where it's like I get into that like why was it their fate to move if we are meant to be best friends, but like out of all of the people that could have been in my vicinity, my friends and I happen to coexist at the same time, you know?
Hmm.
So it's like you
Hmm.
got to be like thankful that it, cuz even if you have crappy situations that you've been in, you have to think of the good ones you've been in too. Like even people that I'm not friends with anymore, I'm just like I'm so glad that I knew you at that point in my life because you are what I needed at that point.
That's why I feel like everything is so like predetermined because I feel like you cross paths with people for like a very specific reason. And whether they
Mhm.
stay in your life or not, there's like a specific reason that like they were there at one point.
Mhm.
Not to get all, like full of philosophical and, you know, not really
So what
philosophical.
happens
What's
when
the
you're
word?
30?
Spiritual, maybe?
30
I
is,
don't know.
is a serious age, and so you start talking about serious topics.
Yeah. I'm bad at words.
That's okay. That's fine. Like you and I, we're gonna yap in every universe.
True. True.
That's why I love when they like when I get like a TikTok or a reel that's like us in an alternate universe, and it's like two frogs floating down the stream or like two ducks going. Rah, 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 rah. I'm like, that's me and Kacie.
Yeah. In every universe, we're
We're gonna be
yapping.
yapping no matter what. And it's like it's such like a again like I always think about like because we do the podcast every week, so I was thinking about our friendship in particular, and I'm just like, what are the odds that when you were in the 5th grade and I was in the 7th grade that we both started karate in our tiny, well, my tiny little hometown?
Yeah.
Like what? And then like that your mom like worked in the next town over so you went to school with me. Like it's just like what are the odds? You know? Or just like my work wives at work. What are the odds that I ended up working and becoming friends with people that are like 20 years older than I am? But
Yeah.
like I mean like George and I every summer like clockwork when she lived in California, she's like, "Hey, you want to come over for a swim and margaritas?" And I said, "Absolutely." And we'd fill our giant things with margaritas and walk our butt to the pool and float and just chit chat and lay in the sun. Like, what are the odds that, like, I always just think about how amazing it is that people are in the right place at the right time because it does feel like we always focus on the wrong place, wrong time. But how spectacular to be friends in this lifetime.
Hmm. Amen, sister. Amen. And now we have another. What year was that when we became friends? I don't even know. A
It would have
long time ago.
been 2007, 2008, somewhere in there.
Wow.
So almost 20 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Well, I was just thinking about it. So, um, Natalie and I have been friends since we were 5. So there was
That's
literally
crazy.
just 5 years of our existence that we didn't know each other. Like that's the
That's
most,
how I feel
and
about
then
me and
like,
Scarlett.
yeah, it's
Because
just so
I've had Scarlett
bizarre.
since I was. There's literally a video of my dad recording me on his camcorder,
Yeah.
and I think it's like 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And Scarlett's in the background of the video, and I'm like, that's crazy that I've had this bird in my life longer than I haven't had this bird in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, when it tips over the like, "Oh, you've been alive for half my life." It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Um, and it just, you know, another, I don't know how many years of her annoying me, but it's how it is.
Forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
pretty much.
She'll outlive us all.
She will, just to spite us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alrighty. Do you have anything else to add, madame? Any more final thoughts?
My knees hurt, my back hurts, my head hurts, and my tummy hurts. But we're out here, we're surviving, and you can do it too. If you're gonna be 30 coming up, it's okay. I promise it's okay. I
Mm-hmm.
may not be okay, but you'll be okay.
Listen, Gerard Way once said that he's not okay, and it's okay to not be okay.
Hmm. And he's definitely over 30. He's like in his 40s.
Yes. Is he really?
Yeah.
Good for
Broadway's kind of
him.
old. Yeah. Davey Havoc's 50. So,
I guess Gerard Way technically was like old enough to remember 9/11 and to have it be a pivotal moment.
yes.
So, yeah, I guess he would be old. It's just what it's one of those things that like when you think about other people's real age, I'm just like, "Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, it
Are you
doesn't
sure
feel like
he's
that.
still like not like early 30s?" And they're like, "No, he's in his 40s." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Sure." But they'll always be everybody will always be 30 in my mind.
Yeah. Same with me. I'm going to be 30 like next year. I'm 30 again. Can't wait.
Yep,
to always be
perpetually 30
30
for, yeah, the rest of our lives. And
forever.
then, yeah, and then when you get to my age, you just flip it. And so I get to be 23. I'm back in my 20s.
Exactly. You're back in your 20s and it's amazing cuz the 30s is the new 20s, so who cares?
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, like, live your life. You got to do it.
Preach. Preach.
Yeah. Take that vacation. Turn your phone off when you go on vacation so work can't contact you.
Yes. Take a break.
Or do what Casey's doing and go to a festival that has no cell service.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can't talk to anybody. You're just too busy
Yeah, and you're like,
vibing.
sorry. Yeah, I literally did not receive your message. Rip. But happy birthday, Casey. I hope you have
Yay.
a
Thank you.
wonderful birthday at Sick New World. I can't wait to go on all our adventures. We have multiple adventures planned for this year. So make sure to follow the podcast wherever you're listening so that you know about those adventures. And if you want to wish Casey happy birthday, you can send your message to me and then I will tell Casey that you said happy birthday. I'm her
Yes.
secretary for birthday wishes. So she
Yeah.
just gets one big list at once and not 20,000 messages at the
So
same
she's
time.
not overwhelmed.
Yeah, she is a sensitive 30-year-old. And she's even more
Yes.
fragile now.
Oh yeah, it's worse now.
But that's all we got for you. So happy birthday, Casey. I love you very much. I love doing this podcast with you. And I can't wait to celebrate our third podcast anniversary, I think is what we're on.
Yeah,
Um,
3
which is
years.
crazy. And we will see you guys in the next episode. So goodbye.
Goodbye everybody.